Hi everybody, welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I am Grace Grella, your host, and as always, we're here because it's all about you. We want to get you into the positive zone. We want to get you that information to put some pep back in your step, to get you, uplifted, let you know that, love is, there used to be a song, Love is All Around. Well, you are it. And it's inside of you too. So we're going to make it happen for you. If you have questions about your love life, your family, loved ones who have left us physically, if it's mundane issues about your taxes, whatever it is, we want to make it happen for you, give you the answers that are going to ease your mind. And because it's all about being less stressed. And because it's just too stressful out there, isn't it? Especially with the weather around the country. It's a little cold, but guess what? We're going to heat you up, give you the hot 411. So call me. Don't be afraid. You can call me on the studio line, which is 516-629-3705 or 3715. If you want to come and be here up close and personal, shoot me an email at gracegrella@gmail.com. We'll try to make that happen for you, give you that information. Tonight, it's fabulous. We have a wonderful guest here with me, Bonnie.
Hey, I'm so excited to be here. You don't know.
I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited to be on your radio show last week.
Yeah, it was great. We're going to want you back, by the way.
Oh, sure. And tell everybody, because it's so synchronistic how the universe brought us back together. Because didn't you used to watch me years ago?
I did, probably around 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I used to see the set, and it was your personality that drew me in. And you had blonde hair back then.
Oh yeah, that's when I was a blonde, only my hairdresser knows for sure, yeah.
And you just, you had such this bubbly, wild, cool, funky personality that I just left the channel on and watched your shows.
Oh, thank you. That's the most brilliant testimonial ever. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and then as the years went by, and then I started to do the radio show, I knew I had to reach out to you. You were always in the back of my mind, so I thankfully.
That's a Willie Nelson song. You were always on my mind. Yeah.
So
but it happened. But sure, when it's meant to be.
I 100% believe in that. That's for sure.
Oh, I do too. Me too. And the story of your life is that with you and your fabulous husband.
That was meant to be. That was written in the cards, literally.
I agree.
Literally.
I agree. Yeah. And you're such a fabulous couple. And
thank you.
I like to refer to you as Barbie and Ken.
You would not be the first.
Okay, I know, but I have a Leo moon. I like to think I'm always the first anyway. Okay. All right, beautiful. Now, how long have you been reading cards?
Approximately 27 years. I kind of figured out the time-wise.
Wow.
About 27 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I studied with a tarot master way back when. And the one thing she always said to me that stuck in my mind was, now that you've learned everything there is to learn, forget it all. Forget everything. She goes, let the instinct kick in. And so I did it all through my college days, and I just flourished from there, and here we are.
I love that you're a paralegal, and yet you got both spheres. Well, you're a Libra, so you're brilliant. All Libras are brilliant. So you have your right brain and your left brain fully charged at all times.
Well,
Amazing.
the legal side of things just couldn't cut it from my creative side of things. So
Yeah.
I needed something for my creative
Yeah.
outlets.
And to honor both hemispheres and both gifts that God blessed you with. And God's given you so many gifts, honey. And I'm so happy that you're here to share it with us
Well,
tonight.
I'm happy to be here.
So we have this beautiful blonde at the microphone here. Hi, Alicia.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, honey. You said you had a question. First, I have a question for Bonnie, and let her do her thing with her cards, and let's see what happens.
I've been feeling, my dad passed a couple of years ago, and I've been like feeling him so strongly, especially this evening. And I wasn't even going to say anything, but so many things that were said already are just proving that he's around. So I don't know if my dad has any messages that he's trying to get through that he needs your guidance with, or
What is your dad's first name?
Howard,
And what's your first name?
Alicia.
Okay.
You're going to send her to Vegas.
I'm like
See
a
how she
Leo
got
and I'm
these cards?
nervous.
What,
I
honey?
said, I'm a Leo and I'm nervous. I don't know why.
No, not to be nervous. First of all, Howie. I want to call you instead. I know his name is Howard, but I want to call him Howie. And I see Howie Mandel in my head. Okay. Your dad had that kind of personality to me, like that energy. You know, like he'd make you laugh. That solve everything and anything, right?
Yes.
Okay. When he was here, and. Now, was this cancer related, his passing? Who would he be with that had prostate cancer in the family?
My ex-father-in-law, but I don't know if he'd be with him. But
Well, but you're
Or my-
here, so
my-
they're kind of like gathered
Yeah.
around you.
Yeah.
So I think he's just giving testimonial to, yeah, he's here. That's why you found
Yeah.
the dime.
Yeah.
On the, he's
Yeah.
on a dime.
Yeah.
Everything on a dime with
That's-
him, right?
I just found a dime.
And yes, you did just find a dime. So it's, they love to do that. Pennies from heaven, dimes from heaven. He says, hey, I'm not going to send her a penny. I'm giving her a dime. So it's about acknowledging that. And you're so brilliant, and Leos always are, but I love Leos because they just know, don't have to prove it to anybody. They know how fabulous they are. So it's that kind of, and that's what everybody tries to emulate. And your dad's very proud of you for your strength, and he's kind of taken credit for that a little bit, because he says you are kind of like the Rock of Gibraltar for the family. True? Yeah. So he's taking credit for that. He says, she's like me, he said.
he used to say, I was like,
What you got going here, Bonnie?
Well, the way that I work it is I try to concentrate on him to see if there's any messages coming across for you.
okay.
Could be anything.
Right.
Okay. The first thing he shows is the Two of Swords, which is my card for peace. So he's trying to say right away that he's at peace.
Okay.
But he's also showing me a lot of work money cards around you.
Okay.
Like either new opportunities, new business, or he sees that something's going on that you're going to be here of or get involved with.
Started a new job.
You did start a new job. Okay. So there was something that he sees what's going on. He's definitely, and I also see a female around him.
Okay.
So there's somebody there with him that he's with. I'm not sure who that is, but it's definitely an older woman.
His sister, probably.
Okay. Are you thinking of moving possibly?
Yes.
Okay, because he's also saying that he's showing you
Like
that you're
any
going
day.
to be
Like
moving.
okay.
Yeah, so he's going to be with you as you move.
Where am I going, Dad?
So he's definitely watching. So just know that you're not alone. He's
Okay.
definitely around, and he watches because he sees he's going to go with you as you move.
Okay.
But he also sees that you're going to do very well with this job.
Okay.
Because I see you standing on your own 2 feet, very financially pretty good.
Yeah.
So he just wants you to know that he's there and lots of love. And he says you're a lot stronger than you probably give yourself credit for.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
And he's not done yet. You stand right there. And absolutely everything that Bonnie said, right on point. And but she was being polite because we're on a short time frame here. She didn't really want to embellish and whatever. But your dad's also saying not to worry because your prayers are in the process of being answered. And he said, and you know exactly what that is. And he's guaranteeing it. Okay? All right. God bless. Thanks for coming up to the microphone, honey. Isn't it wonderful when you can actually empower others with your information, Bonnie? And I know you've got a conga line of people who are, singing your praises, and just how special it is that you're able to do this for others.
I love to do it. It's very interesting, though, because really the last few years did people start asking me more about people that passed away. When maybe the first 10 years I did not do that. Then all of a sudden it became very, very prevalent that people really wanted to know that information.
Right.
And they want to know if I could do that through the cards, or if I could do it like a medium can.
Right.
And
of course you can.
any messages that I get, always through the cards. That is my conduit. That is my conduit to get the answers. It is, but it could be very minor, but it could also be very major. It really depends from each person to person, and the kind of personality that is coming through. What they have to say for the person. Because I've seen both. I've seen both happen. Yeah. So it's sometimes I get the chilly willies.
Yeah. Well, I call those truth checks. Yeah. And I explain to everybody, when you get the chills and the hair stands up on your arm and the back of your neck, it's it's the truth factor. It's like, it means
validation. It's validating.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And that you have the ability, and because I started out using cards myself back in the day when I was just a teenager.
Right.
I've been doing this all my life, really. But and I felt comfortable with. Because I'm an artist, and the pictures spoke to me. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't the cards; it was them. Okay.
Right.
But it was. I went to parochial school. Sister Mona Margaret didn't think this was a great thing for me.
Right.
So it was, coming into peace within myself that that this is of God, that I am not, abhorrent or, being. Deviant in any way, and this is a good thing. You know?
Well, did she try to prevent you from doing it, or she?
Oh well, she. I think it happened in calculus class when I told her brother from Pennsylvania, Robbie, was coming up for a visit and she should be ready, and she turned sheet white and left the room. Really? And then I heard her talking to somebody else outside, and it was right on point. Mm-hmm. So it's the information I had to. And I'm sure you had to deal with it too, because you're in a legal field. Mm-hmm. So when you're in a left-brained, rational, logical genre for your career, right. Whether it's medicine or a law or whatever, sometimes it seems incredulous to those individuals to accept the right-brain, creative, intuitive information that we receive. Yeah. Sometimes it's incredulous for us. Like, hello, you're talking to me? You're talking to me? We do our Robert De Niro with them. Right. But it's about, once you do your spiritual surrender, and it's not about me, and it's not about if people think I'm crazy, or forget about being out in left field, I'm out of the ballpark, It's the individual you're counseling, the individual you're working with. What do they need to uplift their heart and their soul, so that it keeps them motivated, keeps them moving. So it's our job, but you're so cute. You're kind of like the female version of Clark Kent with your glasses on. But when you take the glasses off, you're Wonder Woman. Right. Absolutely. And that's what you do with your sessions, and how you empower people with the information, and you get that exhale from people like, it's a good thing I couldn't sleep for 3 nights, right? I mean, I get calls all hours of the night from people from all over the world wanting readings at 4:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and it's hard to keep up. Yeah. Well, I find that sometimes they'll wake me up at like 3 in the morning, or 2:30 in the morning, odd hours, and I know that I have to, and I do. I light candles and I send up prayers. I said, for whoever needs this, here it is, and I just do it because they won't let me sleep until I do. All right. So it's about energetically. It is a calling. It is, all right. I'm agreeing to do this. And okay, God. But please do recognize I still am in the physical. Next time I had an out-of-body experience, please put me back in Cindy Crawford's. Amen. So it's having a sense of humor, being able to laugh at yourself,
Right.
But yet knowing the truth, and the truth is coming through, and it always does with you. And you're you're brilliant because you're a Libra as well, but you're so brilliant with the way you impart your information. So I just want to gush over you a little bit here. Okay.
I want to gush over you too.
The Mutual Admiration Society, right? Well, I think we should be gushing over somebody who's waiting on the phone. Eileen, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Yay, Eileen! And your birthday, honey?
No, it's not, but I do have something in regard to a career question, if that's
But
okay.
I need to know your birthday, month and day, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry, 11/7.
11/7. Love that number. Very lucky.
Thank you.
And you're a Scorpio, so I'm loving you. Jenny Fleck. Anyway, okay. So you had the question about what, love?
My question is, I went back to school recently, and I'm 56 years old, and I'm wondering if what my career is going to be, what I'm called.
She's a Scorpio,
the next 10 years.
She went back to school at the age of 58. She wants to know what how her career change is going to be.
56.
Did she get her
Are
name?
you looking to get into counseling people?
Well, no, I did a good degree in healthcare administration, but I have my life insurance license. But I just wanted to know what.
All right, but wait, but you're in the medical field where you
Healthcare
help
administration,
people?
more managing doctors and kind of like more. managing.
Marcelo, I can barely hear her. Can you turn up the audio for me?
Okay, sure. Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah, we sound like the Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? All right, honey.
What was her first name?
Eileen.
Eileen. Okay.
All right, Eileen, and but you went back to school because you want to change your career genre, correct?
Yeah. I just it was in my bucket list to go back to school and get a degree, and so I got a degree in healthcare administration. I do have a life insurance license, but I wanted to better myself, and so I'm 56, and so I have about another 10 or 11 years of to do in the work field, and I took care of my elderly parents, and so I
Well, you know what, sweetheart? Let me just tell you a little something here, okay? The age is just a number.
Yes.
Okay. And your soul, you're a Scorpio, honey. It's all about soul for you.
Yes.
You're not a superficial individual.
No.
All right. So it's about I want to, let me change the world. Let me leave my legacy here. And it's everybody you empower, everybody you help, everybody you lift up. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what you're about.
Thank you.
So you having some sort of, they're showing me you having your own business and a corporation seal where
Okay.
you counsel people and help them. So either through how to manage the medical, how to get the help they need, whether it's insurance or this or that or whatever. I mean, it's quite a landscape nowadays with health coverage and insurance and all this stuff, right?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Can
So
you see
you
that,
being able to
especially-
help them get the help that they need for themselves, for their well-being and their healing. Personally, I think
even
God
though
just
I'm
put
not
that
like-
healing energy in you,
Okay.
and all you have to do is show up.
Okay.
Because it's energetically, you're just a blessing. You're an earth angel.
Thank you.
Oh,
Even though I
well.
don't have any experience in the healthcare since I just got out of college, you sure I can do it?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Where God's
Okay.
involved, everything is possible.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right? And it's all about, we were just talking about that, about not what you know, who you know.
Okay.
And a recommendation. And you know what you remind me of? You're so sweet. You remind me of the movie in The Wizard of Oz when the Scarecrow didn't acknowledge his own intelligence until the wizard handed him his diploma. And then he started espousing all the mathematical theorems and whatever.
Okay.
It's kind of you.
Oh,
You
thank
got
you.
the sheepskin, but you had it in you all along, girlfriend. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
All right,
And
thank
let's see
you.
what Bonnie has. She's got a beautiful spread of cards here for you.
Well,
thank
actually,
you.
they are great. But the interesting thing with cards is when someone asks about a question such as career, and you don't get one business or card like that, but more of relationships, love, one card. Okay, what basically it shows me with the World card, which is really literally a wonderful card that shows open opportunity. And with the Lovers card, that means that you have choices coming for you, really good choices actually. And you have a lot of family behind you. You have a lot of support.
Thank you.
And with the people think very highly of you, and they're going to seek information from you. They're going to seek answers from you. With the High Priestess, you're the one with the knowledge. You're the one coming forward. And with the Ten of Cups, you'll probably help a lot of people as well, families, members, even. But it looks even younger people too. I see with the Page of Cups.
I was a youth minister for about 12 years, so.
You know, so with the Lovers card, you're definitely going to have more opportunities open to you, and you're going to have to make some important choices coming up soon as well. But very good ones, so that's good.
Okay, that's good.
So
Okay.
Eileen, you got it made in the shade, girlfriend.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
really
you so much
appreciate
for
it.
calling in, honey.
Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you,
Thank
Grace.
you.
You're the best.
You're welcome. Lots
Thank
of
you.
blessings.
All right.
And now we're going to see if we can help Jackie out, who's waiting on the phone. Jackie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Almost the birthday girl, huh? February 12th is your birthday?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you're an Aquarian. You already know you're brilliant.
Oh, okay.
Did you have a specific question for us, honey?
About my husband?
You want to know about your husband?
Yeah, he-
Okay. Did he leave the planet?
Yes.
Okay. Because his energy is, I see his energy hovering over the earth. That's what he shows me. Like, you know, ground control to Major Tom. You know what I mean? Like, he's just, he's in space and he's loving it. Okay? He said he's so happy to be out of pain.
Yeah.
Was this going on for like 2 years, honey?
Almost 3. Yeah.
Almost 3? Okay. Because he said the pain for 2 years was like beyond the beyond for him. God bless him. Now, do you have 3 children?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Because he's saying you had 3 beautiful children together. And he also said that he wants to... was he not allowed to have sugar for a while? Was he diabetic?
No, no.
Okay, because he says, I can eat all the sugar I want now.
Oh, okay.
So, like, without worrying about sugar or issues or anything like that. And he's kind of like, who's Larry, please, connected to your husband?
My nephew.
Your nephew. Your nephew Larry, your husband's saying that your nephew Larry is going to bring you something to prove to you that it's really him. That I'm not making this up, I'm not cray-cray. And I always ask them to give me a sign. Personally, I need more than are on the LIE. Okay, so I get this, I understand. But he said that Larry's going to be bringing you next week, and it's for your birthday, up and coming birthday. Something that is going to be very poignant because you're going to know it's really from your husband.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So let's see what Bonnie has to say for you, love.
Okay, well, first of all, he's showing me the High Priestess, so he puts you on a high pedestal. Okay, that's first of all. He also feels there's still a little bit of nervous energy with you. So even though some time has passed, I still feel heavy-duty sadness with you. And he's also showing that on some level, with the Five of Swords, I can't help but sometimes say what the cards are, you know? That's just how I do it. With the Five of Swords, that you still feel that sense of missing, or that there's something still missing in your life and that you're trying to figure how to feel that. He's trying to communicate with you on some level as well. With the Knight of Cups, it's also reaching out. The Hermit, that you're still trying to figure things out for yourself. He definitely watches over, because the Hermit is watching over, that's soul searching, trying to figure things where you're going, what you're trying to figure out, where your life is heading. That sometimes things are still not so easy for you. So he still feels that nervous energy with you. But just know that things will get better, and he is watching over you, and he still thinks very highly of you, even though he's not here. But I see also something about When I see the Knight of Cups, it's like someone asking someone out or some kind of invitation. So there might be some kind of invitation coming to you very soon. So
Okay.
keep a lookout for that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sweetheart, thank you so much for calling in.
All right, thank you.
And you're really going to have a very happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
sweetheart, and a birthday too. So thanks
Okay.
for calling in. We appreciate that.
Okay, bye.
And I think we have somebody in the audience that needs to step up to the microphone here. Who do we want? John, you want to step up? Get it circulating again, right? I love it.
Grace, we talked about this briefly before the show, and my best friend of 40-some-odd years passed away 20 years ago. And when he passed away, I felt very strongly his presence. And I'm just trying to get that feeling back and somehow maybe communicate with him or have him communicate with me.
Okay, now I hear he's giving me Barry Manilow singing. I got to get the feeling back again. Okay, so he's saying I'm always with you. He said that a lot of times when he tries to get through to you, he says you're always concerned about the reason he loved you as a person. Is that your heart is always there for those around you that you care about. And he said, you're Dudley Do-Right, he's saying to me. You always did the right thing. He always admired your integrity, all right? And he said, to this day, he said, you're like Sir Lancelot.
That's very touching.
Yeah, well, he means it. But he also said that there's something to do with, he keeps showing me California and Pebble Beach, and and that you're going to be making a trip there. And even though you're thinking it's crazy right now, all right?
Yes.
That's okay. I'm used to people thinking I'm crazy.
I don't think you're crazy. I just don't see the connection.
Okay, well, you will, though.
Okay.
All right, they like to do things in a grand manner so that there's no denying that it's really them, okay? And sometimes, I just deliver the information. I said, well, wouldn't it be easier if you just gave them the serial number and the VIN number on the vehicle? And but they're saying that spirituality is. It's about faith. It's about trust. It's about you have to experience it organically in the way that is important for you. So we got to wrap this up, but he's saying keep the faith. He's with you, and he's going to prove it to you.
Thank you.
Okay. And there's something to do with by the ocean anyway. Did you guys ever go to the Hamptons together or something?
For many, many years, we both owned property out there.
Okay, because he keeps showing me the Hamptons, and he keeps saying it's almost as good as the Hamptons. He's saying of Pebble Beach in California.
Okay.
Okay, but he said that that's when you really had your good talks, he said, out in the Hamptons.
Very true.
All right, so he said you'll have them again.
Okay.
All right, God bless. And don't go away, John.
Okay.
Okay. But everybody else watching, we have to, because we're in a time warp here. It just blink, the time goes. If you want to get in touch with Bonnie, what do you prefer? They call you or?
They could do both at 917-902-8873. My Facebook page is Bonnie's Tarot Cards, Parties and Readings. And that's how you
And
can
your
find
radio show?
my radio show, that's right. Every Monday night at 9 to 10 on 1039 linewsradio.com.
Yeah, baby. Okay, so you know how to get in touch with me, Grace Grella at gmail.com. And you can like me on Facebook. That's okay. And we love you, and we're sending you a lot of healing energy and love tonight. And hang in there. It's going to get warmer next week. Lots of love.
Bye.
Take care.